If I told you AI could deliver entire weeks of productivity in your business without changing your team or your tools, would you believe me? It sounds impressive, but it's what we're seeing all the time with the companies we here at Blue Llama work with. Think of this. How much is your business losing each month simply because key processes aren't yet automated? So today, I want to show you the real return on investment of AI for SMEs and how to calculate it. Whenever we begin work with a client, we ask one fundamental question. Where does your team spend time doing work that feels repetitive, mundane, or a necessary evil? That's where AI delivers the fastest return. It's in your operational tasks that you do every day. So those could be things like sorting and responding to emails, updating your accounting system or your CRM, preparing monthly reports, moving information manually between systems, or handling first-line customer inquiries. I know that these aren't the most glamorous tasks, but they can quietly consume hours every week, and they're exactly where practical AI solutions shine. Now, here's the part that always surprises me. Most businesses never quantify the cost of these inefficiencies. A manual process here, a repeated task there, and suddenly you've got thousands of pounds hidden in the cracks of your business. Let me give you a realistic example. Say one process, let's use reporting, takes a staff member 2 hours a week. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but multiply that by 52 weeks, and that's over 100 hours a year spent on something pretty repetitive. If that employee's cost is, say, £35 an hour, that's £3,500 of a salary spent on that one task. Now, imagine you find 5 processes just like that, and most businesses have more than 5. When AI automation is deployed properly with clean workflows, these are the things SMEs consistently report. Time saving that stacks very quickly. A few minutes saved on a task might not sound impressive, but across dozens of small tasks, dozens of employees, that becomes real meaningful operational lift. Faster response times. Customers get replies quicker. Internal approvals must move faster. Sales cycles shorten. Speed is a competitive advantage, and AI only emphasizes it. Fewer errors. Most operational mistakes come from manual data handling. AI-powered workflows dramatically reproduce risk. More focus for your team. You're not replacing anyone. You're removing low-value work and giving people space to do work that humans actually do best. Thinking, creating, solving, and connecting. Compounding gains over time. Once SMEs see the impact of one well-designed AI workflow, they begin spotting new opportunities everywhere. Your return on investment grows with each improvement. Now, here is a super simple formula for calculating your return on investment that we use with our clients. Step 1, pick a workflow you want to improve. Step 2, measure how long it takes as that process exists now. Step 3, multiply that by the number of times it happens each month. And then step 4, multiply that by the hourly cost of the person undertaking that workflow. That's your current monthly cost of the workflow. Now compare it to your post-workflow cost, where in many cases we'll see reductions of between 50 and 90%. Let's go back to our reporting example. Now that reporting example was 2 hours per week that it took one individual. After introducing AI and automation, that could be brought down to, say, just 10 minutes. You've reclaimed over 90 hours a year. That's real meaningful return on investment. And this is before you account for improvements in accuracy, morale, and customer experience. And one last point I'll make is that ROI, return on investment, isn't entirely about saving money. The highest returns aren't always financial. They can be strategic. For example, your customers experience less friction when dealing with you. Your teams work with less pressure and therefore fewer errors. Leaders can get real-time insight into the business without waiting a long time for reports. And your business becomes more resilient and scalable. You're no longer dependent on one or two knowledge holders as well. All of these factors strengthen your business in ways that compound well beyond the initial AI investment. The real ROI of AI is not how much hype it gets. It's found in the dozens of small inefficiencies that have been normalized in most small businesses for years. If you start identifying these friction points, measuring their cost, and redesigning them with practical AI, the returns will be obvious, and they'll show up faster than you expect. If you're not sure where to begin, that's exactly where we help businesses. So do get in contact.